this on the computer real quick. So as a part of Strategic Social Partners, if there's one thing that I asked each one of you to go through that traction overview. We received all the feedback specifically from that. And we've decided to create really our core value statement as well as our core focus to be more clear on exactly who we are, what we do, and how we best position ourselves as Strategic Social Partners. So we here at Strategic Social Partners are about to embark on our Lucky 7. I'm calling it the Lucky 7 because this is the 7th year we've been in business as Strategic Social Partners. But quite frankly, there's nothing more important in my mind than the number 13 right now. The number 13 is the number of people, that's us, that's you, that's all of us collectively that make up the SSP team and the SSP family. We could not have been in business for these 7 years with so many offices, and I say offices, location, virtual offices all over the place, without every single one of you, because you help us really define who we are at Strategic Social Partners. We are one of the leaders in the industry. As you know, we've had that experience working with people and showing success, like Pizza Pie Cafe over the last week or the last month that shows us that they're up in numbers all across the board. But we're so much more than just those key critical success components. We've compiled 6 core values. 6 core values that really define who we are and words that really share with us what we really truly believe in. And those consist of these things: ambition or ambitious, candid, forward-thinking, transparency or transparent, accountable, and ethical. And as we went through this process, I want to share with you a little bit about how this process went down. We as a management team sat in a room and we basically identified the core values that we saw in each one of you. And we cross-compared those core values to see what are the things that we most appreciate about each one of you, and what are the things that we hold dearest to us. And that's how these core values came about, these key critical core values. So this is who we are. This is the new definition of Strategic Social Partners, and our 6 key core values. These words describe us here. They're words that describe us. They make us tick. They're what drives our passion. They're really what it's at our core and really at the heart of Strategic Social Partners. They describe each and every one of you, and that's the thing that I appreciate the most. As we evaluated these and as we looked at the core values and as we took our employees and our personnel in context and compared them to these core values, we really found that, this is why people do business with us. Why do these clients do business with Strategic Social Partners, with a Tyler or a Brendan or a Debbie, Natalie, Annette, Spencer, Chelsea? Why do they do business with each and every one of us? I put Annette in there twice. I don't know if you noticed that. Oh, faux pas. But it's because these people understand the importance. You guys understand the importance of taking care of clients, being honest and candid with each other, and caring about each other enough to be transparent. So I want to break down these core values so that we can make sure we're extremely clear on the definition of and some examples of these core values. First, ambition. We're ambitious. The definition of ambition is having or showing a strong desire and a determination for success. As I thought about some examples of ambition, these are a few, and not all inclusive, but just a few things that came to my mind. First and foremost, our Director of Technology, Tyler. I've watched Tyler over the course of the last few months work tirelessly, 60, 70, 80 plus hours in a week, to make dozens of changes to our website clients, to take on the committee role, to work on internal tech stack, to look at different ways of communicating for RiseX, RiseCon, always considering how to optimize customer experience and growth metrics. We look at Brennan, who, as you can tell, over the last few minutes, he's received multiple shout outs, not only for his work in learning the craft of running social media ads and many chat sequences, but continuously searching for ways to get better inside of his own profession, his own craft. It's been amazing to watch. We look at Adrienne, who always takes our crazy ideas inside of Strategic Social Partners, my crazy ideas, Coulter's crazy ideas, and just says, okay, let's do it. Not like, no, not being a naysayer, but being ambitious and always looking for other ways to provide higher levels of value to our clients and to ourselves, right? RiseX RiseCon is not just it's not an internal thing, a separate thing that acts and functions mutually exclusive. It's a combined thing that helps us give more value to our clients in all different aspects of our business. We look at the word candid, truthful and straightforward, frank. I think about Natalie and my hard conversation of talking about a specific client that didn't fit our ethics, knowing that it may be a loss in revenue, but still sticking to her core. Having conversations collectively with her own team, with her husband, and with team members internally to make that work. I think of Coulter having difficult conversations continuously with team members when there needs to be course correction that's happened. I think of Chelsea, who fundamentally understand what makes internal processes work and sticking to her amazing talents of organization and documentation. Those are just a few things of understanding the core values of Candid. I think of forward thinking. That word, in my mind, really defines who we are as strategic social partners, or the definition of favoring innovation and development, being progressive in the process of what we're moving forward. Again, I think of Brennan and constantly striving for educational growth and digital trends, understanding to provide the best concepts for ad sets for clients. He reaches out quite often to me and says, hey, share with me again some of those tactics that you learned when you were running ads. I think of Coulter, who's always looking for innovative opportunities to maximize revenue, partnerships, deals, strategies. Guys, there's so many things that Coulter, as our CEO, is working on to really help us grow faster inside of our organization, but always focusing on the bottom line. I think about ways that I am always staying ahead of innovative digital trends and how we can maximize those digital trends for our clients and for our amazing team. Forward thinking is a key critical component that really is a point of differentiation. As I've had conversations with Tyler many times and Coulter, and as we've talked about what really is one of our key critical areas of difference, our unique value proposition to the world. And I think forward thinking has to be one of those things that most people look at, but we really execute at a high level on. I think of the word transparency, right? The condition of being transparent or open and candid. And we are definitely open for conversations, but I think about Debbie and her continual positive attitude when directing client strategies and overall success, always keeping a half full attitude when client ideas aren't that great. And I'm sure each one of you run into that once in a while when clients throw ideas that they think will work, but really being able to engage that at a high level and find a positive, open, transparent spin. I've had conversations with Annette and with Natalie in terms of ways they've decided to approach client work and also been open and candid with those clients and transparent when we felt that it didn't work. Not always being a full advocate of what their ideas are, but showing them what would actually work. I think of Adrienne, again, always being available and open to share with our sponsors and our VIP members what it looks like and what it means like to be part of that organization. We don't hide anything inside of SSP. And I think of the word accountability, and this is one thing that we can definitely do a better job of in terms of our core values. But the definition of a person, an organization, or an institution required or expected to justify actions or decisions and being responsible. Again, I think of really, and I hate tooting my own horn, but just always staying extra. I mean, if you guys had any idea of how many hours I worry about and I think about and I try to figure out, and Coulter and I collectively and Tyler, how many hours we spend in just thinking about the organization, how we can build more metrics of accountability to each other. Being able to mediate between what clients expect and how to get optimal performance for our teammates as a whole. Think of, again, Debbie owning her strengths and weaknesses, holding other members of the team accountable to different things, and just super appreciative. And again, I'm only sharing with you guys a couple of examples, things that kind of come most prevalently to my mind, but there are hundreds of examples that happen inside of our organization every single day that I'm not bringing to light. But please understand that I recognize that they're happening continuously. The word ethical, relating to moral principles, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these. And I think of Coulter always engaging with what is best for the company and how we can achieve the negotiation success where both sides win. You know, if there's one thing that we do as an organization very well, it's we always take a win-win approach to everything that we do. We're not trying to take advantage of people. We're not trying to bait and switch anyone. We're really trying to provide the best value. And we found that when we feel like our integrity or ethics are compromised, we change and adapt quickly to make sure that we're still in line with what our core values are, what these 6 core values mean to us. I think of Tyler as the director of technology, constantly is engaging and motivated in the community. There's one thing that really has brought a new light to me in terms of nonprofit organizations, and Tyler's passion for helping organizations raise funding for great causes and solutions. You look at the thousands in personal funds that he's donated to the College of Eastern Idaho Scholarship Foundation in 2018. You look at all the boards that he sits on in terms of monthly nonprofit commitments and regional nonprofit boards of directors. I mean, a young guy, a young buck, and most people look at Tyler, and we all say Tyler has an old soul, and he really does. I mean, he has a heart of gold that really wants to help people, and that really establishes our core ethics of really who we are. So these 6 key critical core values, and one thing you'll notice about these core values is that they're virtues that we can't teach in a class or train you on. They're part of what makes up each and every one of you. It's our core. It's really the core values that give us drive and motivation every day to do what we do as strategic social partners. Whether it's in your upbringing, in your genes, I'm not quite sure, but one thing is for sure, and that is people with these virtues are the ones that we want to be part of our team and part of our family. I look at strategic social partners now with our core, with the people that we have working inside of our organization as family members. You know, we've gone through a little bit of removing of certain people inside of our organization, quite frankly, because they didn't fit these core values. And we are in a great place now because we have those people that really fit these core values. Continuing to being committed to finding the right people will be one of the keys that will take us as strategic social partners to the next level. We're on a path that will take us to places we've never been before and things that we've yet achieved. Right? We're on the path that will send us and drive us to wherever we as strategic social partners, as a family, as we want to go, as we want to grow. I mean, it's a very exciting time to be a part of strategic social partners. I hope you feel that. You know, I'm glad that each and every one of you is a part of us. Now, as part of this presentation, we've also identified our core focus. This is our tagline. This is our core focus. We help businesses grow by leveraging innovative marketing solutions. That's it. We help businesses grow by leveraging innovative marketing solutions. It's a beautiful context. It's exactly who we are. It's taken us 7 years to really define this, but this is who we are. Like, this makes so much sense. We're constantly innovating for our clients. We're talking about email marketing campaigns that can help create more value for the clients that we're working with. This is who we are. This is the core of who we are. So when you're in conversation with people that say, well, what does strategic social partners do? This is it. We help businesses grow by leveraging innovative marketing solutions. It's an amazing, amazing thing. So just in closing, I want to share with you that I am driven and dedicated to making the next 7 years of strategic social partners better than ever. Now, I'm not saying 7 because that's the end of SSP. I'm saying 7 because that's really where we're going to see some amazing value long-term in what we're trying to accomplish. So I want you, and I'm encouraging you, and I'm asking you to join me for this ride for the next 7. It's going to be a fun ride. We're going to be blazing a lot of new trails, doing a lot of things. Technology is going to change, but as long as we stick to our core values as well as our core focus, whatever those innovative new marketing solutions look like, we're going to adapt and be the front runner on what we're doing to make sure that our clients are seeing the best return on what they're doing and leveraging with us. So I just want to share those with you. We don't have a lot of time to discuss. I want you to internalize these. I recorded this presentation, and I'm going to stop the recording here, but I want you to internalize these things and think about these for you. What's really cool is this will also help define who we become, not who we are right now, but also who we become. So